Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2021 Mazda CX-3. This is the GT model, all-wheel drive with just under 94,000 kilometers. This is a subcompact SUV. It's almost like a hatchback, really. I'll let you decide when you're finished doing this tour, but really interesting car from Mazda. It's super fun to drive. Still got lots of cargo space here as well. So what is underneath the hood? We have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. You get about 148 horsepower out of the CX-3, and it is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual mode shifting if you want to have a little bit of fun, and 148 horsepower. So it's got lots of get up and go, but of course being a 2-liter, it's going to save you a ton of money on fuel. It's just a nice small 4-cylinder. Now, as we have a look at the side, you'll see what I mean. Is it a subcompact or is it a hatchback? I'm going to say it's a subcompact just because of the height, but you can definitely fit 5 adult passengers in here pretty comfortably. Now, as we do this tour, I will show you dings, dents, scratches if we find some, just so that way you know exactly what you're getting from Clarington Kia if you want to purchase this vehicle right after watching this video. Now, the GT model gives you these 18-inch alloy wheels. These are exclusive to the GT model, and these are wrapped in Goodyear tires as well. So some really great looking tires to match those alloy wheels. Now there's a few little scratches I noticed on this driver's side, starting off with right here. So there's just right here in the fender, I can barely catch my nail in this one, but there's just that little itty bitty scratch there in the fender right here. There's also one right above the LED turn signal in the side view mirror cap. Okay, so a little bit of touch-up paint will really help clean that off. And then right here on the driver's door, I can catch my nail on this one, so unfortunately it won't buff out, but some touch-up paint will really hide that and clean this up so that way you really don't see it unless you get up super close. Of course, it's not going to affect the performance of this CX-3, but it is there, and we do want to show you the condition of this so that way you know exactly what you're getting if you want to buy this here at Clarington Kia. Now, around the rear on the CX-3 GT, you have LED rear taillights. You'll see the all-wheel drive logo there. Nice rear reflector. Taking a step back, you'll notice down below we do have dual exhaust on the CX-3, which is really nice. Again, this is the GT model. GT model is the top of the line from the CX-3, and you'll see a lot of nice features when we get to the inside as well. Now, I've put a full-size suitcase back here so you can see there's lots of room for cargo in the back. We also have a split folding rear seat that will fold down on one side or both sides. If you are going to Costco and picking up 360 rolls of toilet paper, you can fold those down, that's no problem. Lots of room in the back. So we come around to the passenger side. There was only one thing on the front passenger door which I noticed, which I'll show you in just one second here. There's just a door ding right here. This is just a buff. This will really buff out quite nicely, but there's just a little door ding right there, you can see it. So if you need that pulled out, if you're really concerned with that, affecting the appearance of it, just ask the salesperson what it would cost to have a door ding removed, and they can certainly get you that information. If it was me, I'd leave it, but that's entirely up to you. Now, the front end of the CX-3 gives LED adaptive headlights as well as LED daytime running lights, and then these nice LED fog lights, or driving lights as they call them, down below. So the really nice bright headlights at night to keep you nice and safe. And then taking a step back, just give you a nice look at the front end of the CX-3. There's a couple little stone chips on the hood to be noted, right? Just a couple little spots. Again, a little bit of touch-up paint will really clean this up. Looks like it was a lot of highway mileage. That's usually where you get these stone chips from. But other than that, a very tidy CX-3 on the exterior. Now, wait till you have a look at the interior, because it is almost flawless inside here. So in the back, the CX-3 GT features the leather seating. You're going to see it's perforated seats. We've got a center armrest there that folds down, and these seats are in great shape. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns, and it is a non-smoker vehicle. It actually smells quite fantastic in here. You'll also note I moved that driver's seat all the way back, and there's still legroom for adult passengers here, so that way, if you've got some bigger teens or something you're bringing along with you, they'll be comfortable back there. The GT model features a power tilt and slide sunroof, and then just to give you a nice look at the condition of these seats here. Now, the driver's seat is a power driver's seat in the GT. You also get a 2-driver memory setting, so that way it's nice and easy when you get in. you can just adjust the setting by pushing one button rather than a whole bunch of buttons to get comfortable. Okay, now that we're inside, I want to review the safety features that are on the CX-3 because the GT model comes with a good load of safety features. So first and foremost, we have forward emergency braking. We have blind spot warning, which is just in the side view mirror right on the top left. If a car's in your blind spot, that'll light up for you. We have lane departure warning as well and lane keeping assist, so it keeps the car nice and centered in the lane. If you just happen to be a little bit tired or drifting in and out of the lanes, it'll keep you centered in the lane really nicely. We have rear cross traffic alert with a fantastic rear view camera, which I'll show you here. So we put it in reverse, nice clear rear view camera. And then the cross traffic alert is looking all the way down the sides of the back of the vehicle to see if there's any people, cars, or shopping carts for that matter coming, and it'll alert you to let you know, hey, look other than just in the rear view, look around you because there's something coming that you might not see. And then we have adaptive cruise control, which is right here on the steering wheel. So your adaptive cruise, which is fantastic. It's obviously a great, comfortable feature to have, but it's also considered a safety feature. We have our audio and Bluetooth controls on the steering wheel as well. This is a Bose stereo system, and as you can imagine, in a smaller vehicle like this, the Bose audio system is going to be absolutely fantastic as far as, making this cabin sound absolutely great. And then we have in the center display here, we have wireless Apple CarPlay, and then we have Android Auto as well. But we'll get to that in 1 second. I do want to show you two things here. So we've got the odometer here, 93,655 kilometers. Really simple, nice, classic driver's gauges. Just the big tachometer in the middle, little speedometer down on the bottom right. And then up top, we have our heads-up display. So I'm just trying to get it to focus up for us here. So you see, it might be a little bit tricky to see, but see that little 0 there? So there is a clear piece of plastic here that is reflecting the speed onto that. And when you're sitting here, it just gives you a nice quick glance down. You can see your speed all right there. A nice safety feature to have, very convenient as well. All right, now let's look at our center display. So right now we've got, trying to zoom in here. There we go. So we have our navigation system, which is on the GT model. When I push the home screen, and I should mention that all these features are accessed through this command controller. So this acts like a joystick. You can swivel it, you can go up, down, left, and right, and you can push it in to select things. And then we've also got the hotkeys here. So it's like your music, the home screen, the navigation, back, and then a favorites button as well. And then here's your volume control as a dial here as well. So using this command controller, looking up here, you can see we can swivel to communication, navigation, settings, applications. If we push apps here, you'll see the fuel economy monitor, the vehicle status, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Pushing back goes back here. You can go to the entertainment, which is your audio system. Check out the audio sources. We have XM satellite radio, AHA, Pandora, Stitcher, Bluetooth, all the great things here available. And then home screen brings you back to the home screen here. Push nav and it brings you back to nav. But the command controller, the whole design purpose of this is that you just keep your hand comfortably on the armrest and then switch it up all from here, which is really nice. Now, the GT model features the heated driver and passenger front seats as well as a heated steering wheel. We also have climate control, so you can set the climate to be exactly what you want. It will automatically adjust for you. And then we've got a couple USB ports down here to keep your phone charged up. We have our automatic shifter, and as I mentioned, you can shift through the gears manually with the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And then we have our sport mode here for our engine tuning. So basically that 6-speed automatic will start reacting differently if you put it into sport mode. And if it's not in sport mode, then it's obviously trying to conserve your fuel economy as well. And then we have an electronic parking brake with auto hold. If you're not familiar with auto hold, basically picture yourself on the 401, stop and go traffic. You come to a complete stop, you're waiting. You can take your foot off of the brake. It will keep the Mazda in place. And when you push the gas pedal, it releases the parking brake, so that way you can get back and moving again. But you can take your foot off the brake, which is very convenient. Now, last but not least, and very important to know, is the Carfax. We have no accident or damage records found. And then what Clarington Kia has done to this vehicle to make sure that this is in fantastic shape, not only condition-wise, but mechanically, is we've done and replaced the front wipers. We've done the rear wipers, done an oil change, changed out the engine air filter, changed out the air cabin filter. Those are not required for safety, but we do that because that's part of the maintenance that you would probably want done before you picked it up. Machined the front brake rotors, machined the rear brake rotors, done a front and rear brake service. So we take the brakes apart, lube them all up, make sure they're in good condition. We've replaced the drive belt as well. And we've done the belt tensioner and then a 4-wheel alignment. All in all, we've spent $2,127 on the CX-3 in order to make sure that when you pick this up and you go to your first oil change, that's all it's gonna be. It's just an oil change. We don't want you to go and pick it up and then they're saying, oh, you need this, you need this, you need this. No, we do all the maintenance on the vehicle before you purchase it, so that way you have a great ownership experience with this CX-3 GT from us here at Clarington Kia. You can visit us online at claringtonkia.ca or in store, but either way, purchasing this CX-3 GT is a fantastic choice. As you can see, it's in great condition, got tons of features, and will be a great addition to your family. So congratulations to whoever picks up this CX-3 from us at Clarington Kia. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you soon.